Hello everybody, Marcus Godwin here from St. Petersburg, Russia, on the Shoom Vremeny Noise of Time blog. Today I want to talk about phrases not to be used, phrases and words we should not use when commenting on current affairs, historical events, etc., etc. I'm especially aiming this at those of us who are writing and contributing to what's become known kind of as the alternative online media. That is alternative to the mainstream, specifically mainstream Western media. Most of us will agree on one thing, that the mainstream Western media lies. The top journalists in BBC, CNN, Fox News, ITV, Channel 4, France 24, all the French domestic channels which I can watch and understand, they have chosen to do evil. I mean, it's that simple. They have chosen to do evil. The problem with evil is it's pretty bad. We can't do much about that, but we can do something about ourselves. The people they work for, collaborate with, and whose bidding they do, have invented many, many traps within their lies to fool people and to lead people off the track who are trying to find out what actually is happening, or what actually is, or what actually happened, or what actually came about. This includes various phrases and words that we should not use. The first one will come as no surprise to anybody. Conspiracy theory. Let me make it perfectly crystal clear. There is no such thing as a conspiracy theory. Ergo, there is no such thing as no such person as a conspiracy theorist. There are only theories or lies. Think about it for 2 seconds. No matter how crazy or unfounded you think somebody's theory about why something is happening or has happened seems to you, even if you know that you have access to some concrete facts that that person has either overlooked by ignorance or not, still that person is putting forward a theory. Or, if they've overlooked facts by design, then they are putting forward a premeditated lie designed to fool us, to mislead us, to lead us off the path of truth. If we use this term, conspiracy theory, we have immediately joined, basically, the CIA, MI5, MI6, the BBC, CNN, and the world banking elite that some people call the cabal, some people call the sect, some people call the Illuminati. Of course, those names are called by others conspiracy theorists. But all too often it happens among alternative journalists, commentators, writers, etc. The minute they hear something they don't like, the minute your particular theory is questioned and so on, then you say, that person is a conspiracy theorist. Well, you just joined the other side. You just joined the side of evil. Do not use the phrase conspiracy theory. Thank you. The next one will probably be also very famous for everyone, but it is very dangerous and very misleading. Godwin's law, not this Godwin, another Godwin, came up with the observation that in the English language anyway, every time somebody starts talking about politics or current affairs for more than a minute, somehow the name of Adolf Hitler or the Third Reich comes up. Godwin's law. In other words, I'm talking about the word fascism. Now, for most of us, we've grown up with the idea that fascism is the worst possible form of politics, the most evil form of politics, and there's an awful lot to be said for that. We now, of course, have observed that our Western so-called democratic governments sometimes rather like fascism. They sometimes promote it and put it in place, as they did in Croatia during the so-called Yugoslav Civil War, and as they have done in Ukraine in 2014, and they are actively promoting people whose main regret in the world is that Adolf Hitler did not win the Second World War in the name of Western democracy, when we brought up to understand that we fought a life and death struggle against fascism. However, the victors, it's absolutely true that the victors write history, and we know who won the Second World War: the Soviet Union, USA, and Great Britain, primarily, with France tagged in as well. The leaders of those countries rewrote history And there are many vigorous debates about the truth, etc., of what has happened. Hence, there are many articles. I'm not talking about those who are trying to rehabilitate fascism. There are many articles which actually bear some reflection, simply exposing that maybe it's not quite so black and white as we think. I remember reading one of them that was quite, actually, to be honest, it was quite sympathetic to Adolf Hitler, but we have to check our own ideas. We have to, like a scientist, we have to check against evidence and read alternative points of view. This article was nonetheless describing a totally collective system of government that I would hate to have to live in, and I wouldn't last 5 minutes in that kind of system. This leads us on to the idea of collectivism. I think this is a very useful word for describing the evil totalitarian kind of systems that have been instigated since the Papist Norman conquest of Britain, the Spanish Inquisition, the Protestant witch-burning trials up until the communist dictatorships and national socialist or fascist dictatorships. The fact is that fascism is just another form of collectivism along with the others. If you use this to describe your least favourite or the greatest injustice you can see, what's going on with the banking cabal's control of the world, and etc., the creeping totalitarianism due to this COVID virus crisis and so on, if you use just the word fascism, you're entering into their game, because they have invented fascism, like they invented socialism, communism. They also invented this word capitalism that actually has no meaning. They also invented Catholicism and Protestantism, which are fake forms of Christianity. Basically, it's Satanism dressed up as Christianity. I'm not insulting a billion Catholics and millions of Protestants around the world. Most of you are worshipping in complete innocence. So the thing is, they need us to keep fighting each other over these false conflicts that they created. Communism versus fascism. Capitalism versus socialism, Protestantism versus Catholicism. It's all them. And if you join one or the other camp, you end up fighting their game for them, and not, you've gone completely off the street. You cannot get to the bottom of things by calling someone a fascist because they don't agree with you, or etc., etc., etc.